All right, you guys. Well, thanks for being here. I hope the morning has been super good, and we will. We'll get back. We're gonna get hips. We'll get it all. We'll get head to toe, and hopefully, I'm just feeling a whole lot better. Even if it's just a little bit better, but hopefully a whole lot better in just a few minutes. So, a seated position that feels good to you, and let's just roll those shoulders up and back. Let your shoulders slide down and away, and we're gonna listen to what the body's telling us, honoring whatever it is. Again, roll those shoulders up and back and let your shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes. Let those arms be heavy, shoulders heavy, but keep that length in the spine. Turn the palms to face the ceiling. Drape the wrists over the knees. Bring your index finger and thumb to just gently touch. We're going to move mindfully. We're going to make a difference in our body, in our spirit, in our emotional, mental, and physical well-being. We're going to show ourselves kindness. We're going to listen to, honor, and respect what's going on. We're not going to judge or criticize. We're just going to explore and play and move and breathe. Let's bring the hands down by your sides, pressing the palms down towards the ground. Again, lifting that crown of the head up as high as you can, feeling that length in the spine, pressing your palms down. We bring the chin to chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And as you exhale, lean your head to the right ear over the right shoulder, pressing that left palm towards the ground. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, lean your head to the left, pressing that right palm down towards the ground. The sunshine's trying to peek through. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And as you exhale, turn and look to the right. Without turning your shoulders, just turn your head. Inhale it back through center and then over to the left. Again, doing your best not to turn your shoulders, but just turning the head. And inhale it back to center, reach it high. As you exhale, open those arms out to a T, flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest, press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open and reach, release that right hand down, left arm up and over. Just that good long stretch. Inhale, both arms come up, reach it high. And exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. Reach, 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 reach. Inhale, both arms come up, reach it high. Exhale, open those arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open. And reach, and this time we take it to the left. Left hand down, right arm up and over. A little roll of that right shoulder back, and we turn our gaze up. Inhale, reach it high. Both arms come up. And exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. A little roll of that left shoulder back. Turn your gaze up along the inside of the arm. Inhale, both arms reach high. And as you exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward, core strong. If you need to walk the hands out, walk them out. Gently release your hands and relax the weight of your upper body. Just feeling your body melt as you release the tension, as your body recognizes that you're not going to push too far, too fast. You're just going to let things happen as they're meant to. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. Reach it high. And exhale, let those arms float down by your sides. Lean back, switch so the other leg is in front. Press your hands down towards the ground. And as you exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Turn and look out over that right shoulder. And then gently draw your chin down towards your collarbone. Keep pressing those palms down towards the ground. Inhale, head up tall. Turn your gaze through center and then out over that left shoulder, far as you can turn your head. And then draw your chin down towards your collarbone. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Turn it back to face front. Reach it high. As you exhale, turn to the right. Left hand to the top of the thigh. Right hand behind you. Sit up as tall as you can sit and just gently rotate. Keeping that length in the spine, turning and looking out over your back shoulder. Inhale, turn it back to face front. Arms come overhead. And then exhale, we turn to the left. Right hand to the top of the thigh. Left hand behind you. Sit up as tall as you can. And just gently pull it around. As much rotation as feels good. Just making sure those shoulders aren't sneaking up by your ears. And you're getting those big, deep breaths. Inhale, reach it high. Turn it back to face front. Exhale, open those arms out to a T. Flex your wrists. Hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open and reach. Again, open those arms out to a T. Flex your wrists. Hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open and reach one more time. Exhale, open those arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open and reach and gently let those arms float down by your sides. Walk the hands forward in front of the shins and let's walk it out. Releasing the weight of the upper body down. Just letting yourself melt, letting go of any tension, holding in the hips, the lower back. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. Reach it high. And as you exhale, once again, let those arms float down by your sides. Let's turn and come up onto all fours to tabletop. Hands shoulder width apart, knees hip width, core nice and strong. Take a big breath in and extend your left arm and your right leg, lengthening and reaching for bird dog or spinal balance. We're going to make that horizontal line from fingertip to toes. Lift out of that right shoulder. Releasing that left hand down, flex that right foot, cross your right leg up and over the left. Kind of just tuck your toes under and then turn and look out over that left shoulder. Should feel a nice stretch down that right side through the ribs and the waist. We bring our gaze back to center and draw that right leg straight back and pull it in. Tabletop. We inhale, right arm and left leg, extend them out. Our bird dog or spinal balance, lifting out of that left shoulder. Square in the pelvis, draw that belly button in. Breathe, just holding. Strengthening the core. Firing up the shoulder, the back, hamstrings and glutes. Releasing that right hand down. Flex that left foot. Cross your left leg up and over the right. Tucking the toes underneath. And then we just turn and take our gaze out over our right shoulder for that really nice lateral stretch down the left side. We take our gaze back between the hands. We lift that left leg straight behind us once again and pull the knee in. Sit your sit bones back towards your heels and then walk your hands towards the top of the mat for child's pose. Extending and reaching fingertips towards the mat. Sit bones towards the back of the mat and just a nice stretch through the shoulders, the ribs. Nice little stretch for your quadriceps, for your glutes, for the shins. Let's bring the palms of the hands to touch. Outside edge of your pinky just gently resting on the mat. Forearms to the mat. We lift the forehead, tuck the toes, press and lift your hips to the sky, coming up to dolphin. And breathe. Let your head be heavy. Let your heels just gently sink. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Just stretching those toes, the arches of the feet, and then gently let your heels sink back down. Let's do that once more. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. And then gently let those heels sink. We take one giant step back, and then the other foot steps back, and we level it out into our dolphin plank. Elbows right underneath those shoulders, thumbs right below the nose. Core strong. You can be on your knees or you can be on your toes. Just breathe. We lift those hips. We walk our feet back in to our dolphin. Releasing the knees to the mat. Untuck your toes and once again sit it back to child's pose. Keep those palms gently touching. Bend your elbows and bring the heels of the hands to the back of the head. A nice stretch in that upper back, shoulders. We once again extend those arms. Palms to the mat, hands shoulder width apart. Walk those fingertips towards the top of the mat. Feel that extension of those arms. We lift the forehead, tuck the toes, press and lift your hips to the sky, coming up to down dog. Allowing the heels to sink. Relaxing the face. Head heavy. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. And exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And exhale, let your heels gently sink. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Relaxing the weight of the upper body down. Arms are heavy. Soften your face. Breathe. Bend your knees as much as you need to bring your hands to the mat. And we're going to place those hands just outside the feet, just in front of the feet. We shift our weight to our heels and we're going to begin to bend our knees, lowering down as low as feels okay to you. We're going to do our very best to keep those palms pressing into the mat and then slowly extend those legs. Press to your heels. Should be able to wiggle your toes. And again, we bend. As you bend, I want you to notice that stretch between those shoulder blades as you hollow your tummy and chest. That really nice stretch across the middle back, upper back, and then extend those legs. And again, bend the tummy and chest, kind of round over your thigh, coming as low as feels good to you, little tuck of your chin. And then one more time. Those legs we hold in our forward fold. Let those arms just hang and ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. Notice if you have a tendency to kind of shift your weight from one foot to the other, even it out in those legs as best you can. A good shoulder roll up and back and let those shoulders slide down and away. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. Take it up and back and let those shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms to the sky, and as you exhale, arch it back a little or a lot. Stretching all through the ribs, through the belly, through the chest. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Pull those hands to heart center. Bring your big toes to touch. Little space between your heels. Inhale, reach it high. Circle the arms to the back. Shift your weight to your heels. Sit to chair and pull those hands to heart center. We're going to glue our knees side by side. We turn and place that left elbow to the right knee. Pressing against the knee, we work to bring our hands towards heart center, gazing up over that right elbow. And breathe. Opening those arms if you like. Back of that left arm pressing against the outside of the knee. Breathe. We keep that rotation, bring the hands back to heart center. We turn back towards front. And we shift our weight forward, lifting our heels high as you can lift them. We hold and breathe in our balanced chair, strengthening our calves, our ankles, our toes, all the muscles in our feet, helping us to grow stronger and more grounded, better balance, stronger gait. Slowly releasing those heels back to the mat. Shift your weight back towards your heels. We turn and place that right elbow to the left knee, pressing against the knee. And we work to bring those hands towards heart center. Knees are glued side by side. That right knee is going to try and shift forward a little bit. Resist that. Open those arms if you like. Back of that right arm pressing against the outside of the knee. And breathe. We keep our rotation, pull those hands back to heart center, turn back to face front, and rise. That feels good. As you exhale, open it up. Arms to a nice wide V. Open your chest. Inhale it up, nice and tall. Pull the hands to heart center, rock back to your heels, open those feet to hip width apart, and inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, take a giant step back with your left foot. Bring that back knee to the mat, untuck your toes, and we lift those arms, coming to our half crescent. Leaning in with those hips, feeling that really nice stretch through the front of that left leg. Breathe. Inhale, reach a little higher, and as you exhale, arch it back. Open those arms to a nice wide V. Inhaling it up nice and tall, and as you exhale, come forward, left hand to the inside of the right leg, and we rotate and reach. Right arm high. Lifting out of that left shoulder, just reaching up as high as you can. As you exhale, release that right hand down, one hand on either side of your foot, tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. And let's alternate bending knees, walk it out. As slowly or as quickly as you like. Just breathing. Slow and steady. As you exhale, let both heels sink. We inhale up to the balls of the feet, hollowing the tummy, hollowing the chest, slowly transitioning our weight forward to level it out into a plank position. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Interlace your fingers, bring your hands behind your head, the elbows are wide. As you exhale, go ahead and lean your head back into your hands. Let those elbows open wide. As you let that head be heavy, hands supporting it, no tension in the neck, just an openness to the chest, stretch in the shoulders. Inhale it up nice and tall, and as you exhale, chin to chest, close the elbows around the ears. And that beautiful stretch all the way down your spine. Inhale, head up nice and tall, open those elbows wide, extend the arms. And swan dive down to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, giant step back with your right foot, back knee to the mat, untuck your toes. Circle those arms back and up and overhead. We come into our half crescent. Hips are heavy, coming forward. Good long stretch down the front of that right leg. Breathe. Take a big breath in, reach, and as you exhale, arch it back. Open those arms to a nice wide V. Just opening your heart, getting a good stretch for the belly. Inhaling it up tall. Flow forward, right hand to the inside of your left foot. Rotate and reach. Left arm high. Lift out of that right shoulder. Rotate just as much as you're able. Hips are still heavy, coming forward. And we breathe. As you exhale, release that left hand down, one hand on either side of your foot, tuck the back toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. We inhale up to the balls of the feet, hollowing the tummy, hollowing the chest, slowly transitioning that weight forward, leveling it out into your plank, toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. And let's sway those hips side to side. Just breathe. Checking in. Coming back to center. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And exhale, right hand down, left arm high, lean in and reach. Take your gaze up. That standing lateral flexion. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, left arm down, right arm high, lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, open those arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open. And reach. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, open those arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open. And reach 1 more time. Open those arms to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Feel that space between those shoulder blades. Inhale it open. And reach. Pull the hands to heart center. We shift our weight to our right foot. Left knee lifts to 90 degrees and flex your foot. So if you would like to move closer to a wall, have a chair handy, a counter, you're welcome to do so. Breathe. So we're going to have some movement here, some transitions. As you exhale, extend those arms out to a T and press that left foot straight back to your warrior 3. Inhale, come back in, hands to heart center, knee comes forward to that 90 degrees. We're going to do that 2 more times. Press it back. Open those arms out to a T, hinge as deeply into warrior 3 as you wish. And once again, we pull it back to that 90-degree bend. And 1 more time. Open it up to your warrior 3. Stand tall, pull that left knee forward. Breathe. We press it back to our warrior 3. We're going to hold our warrior 3. And then bend that right leg. Take a giant step back to your warrior 1. Take a second to find your warrior 1. Breathe. Shoulders are soft. Bending that right elbow, hand behind your head, left hand to the elbow, and just gently press. If you like, circle that left arm around behind. Reach up. Can you find your fingertips? Lock them if you can find them. You can use a strap. You can use a towel, a dog leash, anything to help support. To use as a towel to allow that motion to happen. We lengthen through the crown of the head as we slowly hinge forward just to a long diagonal line. From the tip of that right elbow to the outside of that left heel. And inhale, slowly rise. Release your hands, extend your right arm, and then your left. Circle the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Right leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Hollow the tummy and chest. Press your tummy towards your thighs. Sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. We inhale it to high plank or high push-up position. Toes or knees. Super slow. Crocodile down. Take your time. Make it last. If you need to bring those knees down at any point, please do. Press it through up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. We take the gaze between the hands and walk the feet in to forward fold. Just relax and forward fold as best you can. Soften those knees. Bring your hands to the elbows and hold on. A little shift of your weight forward into your toes. And then back towards your heels. You're welcome to lift your toes if you like. Again, shift your weight forward into the toes. And then back to the heels if you like. Lift your toes. Center your weight. Relax your arms. And slowly ragdoll it up. Realigning the spine. Standing tall. A good shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms to the sky, and as you exhale, lean to the right. Press through that left palm. Turn and take your gaze up along the inside of that left arm. Inhaling it back up, gazing forward, and as you exhale, lean to the left. Press through that right palm, and if you like, look up along the inside of the right arm. Inhaling it back up nice and tall, pull the hands to heart center. And we shift our weight to our left foot. Right knee lifts to 90 degrees and flex your foot. Solid and strong. Again, if you'd like to move closer to a wall or a counter, anything to help support you with your balance so you can find success, please do. And we have that transition for 3, and then we'll hold our warrior 3. As you exhale, extend those arms out as you hinge forward and press that right leg back to your warrior 3, working to square the pelvis. And just hinge as deeply as you like, and then we stand tall, pulling that right knee back through, hands to heart center. Core strong, press it back. Hinge it forward to your warrior 3. Breathe. And we come back, standing tall, knee bends to 90. And once again, press it back. Open those arms out to a T, hinging into your warrior 3. Press through that heel, square your pelvis. We have one more to stand tall, bending that knee to 90 degrees, and we're going to take it back to our warrior 3 and hold. Breathe. Stability and strength. Feeling that left glute, big time. Bending that supporting leg, take a giant step back to your warrior 1. Find your warrior 1. Square the pelvis, press that back pinky toe side of your foot into the mat. Shoulders are soft. We bend that left elbow, hand behind your head, right hand to the elbow, and gently press. If you like, you can circle that right arm around behind, reaching up, finding your fingertips if you like. Can't quite find them, just keep that hand on the elbow, or again, you're welcome to use that tool. A dog leash, a towel, a strap, whatever you like. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, begin to hinge it forward. Nice long diagonal line down the back of the body. Draw that belly button in. Find your breath. Slow it down. Inhale, we rise. Releasing your hands, extend left arm, and then the right. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Left leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog. Head's heavy, face is soft. Breathe. On your next inhale, we come to our high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. As you exhale, walk your feet into your hand. Just let them hang. And roll it up one vertebra at a time. Big shoulder roll at the top. And shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. We're just going to hold our plank. Toes or knees. Solid and strong. You can be on your forearms. You can be on your hands. Just find your breath. As you exhale, lift your hips to down dog. Inhaling up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And exhale, let your heels gently sink. We inhale it to high plank, and we're going to draw that right foot up towards that right hand about 2/3 of the way up. We shift our weight to that left hand, right arm extends to the sky as we turn to our side plank. This is a beautiful stretch for that right hip. Breathe, strengthening shoulders, looking up to find the base of that right thumb. If it feels good to you, circle that right arm around behind your back and just nestle the back of the hand against the back of your body. We extend that right arm once again and slowly release that right hand down, rolling back to your left toes. Step your foot back to plank. Left foot steps up towards that left hand. Toes are slightly turned open. Outside edge of that right foot to the mat, and we turn, reaching your left arm high. Lifting out of that right shoulder. If it feels good to you, circle that left arm around behind your back, forearm along the small of the back. Extending left arm high. Slowly we roll it back, left hand to the mat, right toes to the mat, and we step our left foot back to plank. Crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Bring your hands to the mat. Bend your knees as much as you need to get that to happen. And then heel toe those feet open to about the width of your mat. Toes are slightly turned off. And just let your upper body be heavy. A little tuck of your chin up towards your chest. A little shift of your weight forward into your toes. Just feeling that stretch on the backs of the legs, into that lower back. Now take a hold of your ankles if that feels okay, and use the strength of your arms to pull that upper body towards the space between your legs. And as we do that, we feel a deeper stretch all the way down the spine. A little tuck of your chin. Releasing the intensity with those arms, circle the hands around behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Now you can either choose to roll it up or to intensify things, lengthen through the crown of the head and hinge it back up. So if you're taking special care of your lower back, I encourage you to ragdoll your way up. If you want to strengthen through those glutes, those hamstrings in your lower back, hinging it back up, arching it back, reaching your knuckles towards the ground, lift your gaze to the sky. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Release your arms. Give yourself just a second. Sometimes you can get lightheaded coming from those inverted positions. Heel toe those feet back in. Feet are hip width apart. Sweep those hands forward as you sit to chair. As low as it feels good to you in your chair. And then rise. Bring those arms just back behind the hips. As far as feels good to you, palms are facing one another. And again, sit it to chair. Weight shifts to the heels. We lift those arms. We rise. We bring the arms back, opening the chest. Lifting those arms as high as we can, almost like you're trying to squeeze those palms together. And then sweep it forward. And again, we rise. Arms come back, give a little squeeze. Rotate your palms towards the ground and then slowly lower your hands down by your sides. Palms open to the front. Inhale, reach it high. As you exhale, take a giant step, open out to the side. Toes turned out, arms open out to a T, palms to the ceiling. Reach it high. Pull the hands to heart center and sink into those legs to goddess pose. Hold your goddess pose. Relax those shoulders. That pelvis is slightly tucked under. That belly button's drawn in. Shoulders are soft. Those knees are gently rolled open. Should feel a lot of love happening in the thighs, through the pelvis, and in those legs. Just breathe. Close your eyes if you like. A little challenge for your balance. Feel the soles of your feet rooted into the earth. I want you to lift just an inch. Keep those knees bent just an inch. And breathe. Now sink back down in just that inch. Now, if you like, hands can remain at heart center or extend those arms overhead to a nice wide V. Yep, that intensifies things. The load just got heavier. If that's not right for you, bring those hands back down. Inhale, just a little half lift, an inch, maybe two, and then sink. Hold, breathe. Hands to heart center and rise. Nice job. Extend those arms out to a T. Hinge it over. We're going to come halfway over and release that right hand down, center it underneath you, and we rotate and reach. Left arm high. If it feels good to you, let that left arm continue to open. And breathe. Inhaling, lifting that left arm high. Slowly lower that left hand down. We're going to take a hold of that left ankle. Core strong. Reach that right hand up towards the top left corner of your mat. And draw your nose towards your knee. Releasing that left hand, walking that right hand and both hands back to center. Centering that left hand underneath you, rotate and reach. Right arm high, lift out of that left shoulder, up through the right shoulder and up through the tips of the fingers. And if it feels good to you, allow that right arm to continue to open out to the side. Flexibility in the spine, a great stretch through the front of that right shoulder. And breathe. Inhale, lift that right arm high, core strong. Slowly lower that right hand down. Take a hold of that right ankle. Left hand's going to reach way out towards the top right corner of your mat and draw your nose towards your knee. We place that right hand to the mat, and then we walk those hands back through center. With the support of the hands, heel toe your feet in just once. Take a hold of your ankles and gently pull, drawing that upper body towards the space between your legs. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest, and a little shift of your weight forward into your toes. Releasing those hands, relaxing the arms. Shift your weight to your heels and begin to bend your knees, lowering your bottom down to about knee height, coming into frog. Now we can stay here in frog, or if you like, if you need to adjust your feet. We lower the bottom and come into our yogi squat. If we choose our yogi squat, just make sure your knees are happy with that decision, hips are happy with that decision, elbows right along the insides of the knees. Otherwise, our frog position we hold, keeping that belly button drawn in and up. If you want to, you can sway side to side, whether you're in frog or yogi squat or garland. Yogi squat and garland, same. And just breathe. And if you need to adjust your feet, adjust your feet. Coming back to center, release your hands, and ever so slowly roll it back up, extending those legs. With the support of those hands, heel toe your feet back open, and ever so slowly roll it up, one vertebra at a time. Good shoulder roll at the top, and shoulders slide down and away. Extend those arms back out to a T. Shift your left toes towards the top of the mat, right toes towards the top corner of the mat, and bend that left knee. We come into our warrior two. Inhale, straightening that front leg a little, and exhale, sink. One more time. Inhale, straighten, And exhale, sink. Windmill that right arm up and over. Place that right hand to the inside of your left foot. Back heel remains on the mat. We rotate and reach. Left arm high. How much can you twist? Be kind to your body. Feel that length in the spine. Are you hollowing your tummy and chest? If so, can you press that chest forward just a little bit? As you exhale, release that left hand down, one hand on either side of your foot, back heel lifts into a runner's lunge. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, lift your hips, straighten that front leg, back heel down, front toes lift, square your pelvis, and draw your nose toward your knee. Inhale back to that runner's lunge, bending that left knee. As you exhale, lift your hips, straighten that front leg, back heel down, front toe lift, square your pelvis, nose towards your knee. Inhale back to your runner's lunge. Core strong, back knee can come down. If you need to adjust your feet, circle those arms up and overhead, coming into our full crescent lunge. If we need that back knee down, keep it. Circle those arms forward as you straighten that left leg, and then as the arms circle back, bend that left knee once again. Let's do that again. Circle the arms forward, around behind, and then sink back into that lunge. Let's do 2 passes to the back. Big circle to the back, straighten that front leg. As the arms come forward, sink back into that lunge. One more time. Sweep the arms back, straighten that front leg, and we sink back into our crescent lunge. Both hands float to the inside of the foot. Breathe. Slowly walk your hands through center. Allow those toes to shift. Toes turn out to the outside corner of the mat. And just relax the weight of the upper body down. Ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. Let's let those arms be heavy, head heavy. Stack in each vertebra. As you rise, a big shoulder roll and shoulders slide down and away. And extend those arms open out to a T. We shift those left toes in, right toes open, and bend that right knee. Sink low to your warrior 2. Breathe, inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Outside edge of that back foot pressing into the mat. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink, stay low. Circle that left arm up and over. Place that left hand to the inside of your right foot. Back heel remains on the mat. We rotate and reach. Right arm high. Again, noticing your posture. Is that spine long? Or are you rounding through that upper middle back? Pressing the chest through just a little bit. Reaching up just a little bit higher. Breathe. As you exhale, release that right hand down, hand on either side of your foot. Back heel comes off of the mat to your runner's lunge. Breathe, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift your hips, straighten that front leg, back heel down, square your pelvis, draw your nose toward your knee. Inhale back to that runner's lunge. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, lift the hips, straighten that front leg, back heel down, front toes lift, square the pelvis, nose toward your knee. Inhale back to that runner's lunge. Adjust your feet however you need to. Circle those arms back and up and overhead to your crescent lunge. If that back knee needs to be down, let it be so. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Let's circle those arms to the back as we straighten that front leg. Big circle of those arms. And then sink back in as those arms come forward. Let's do that one more time. Passing through the back. Coming forward and sink. And now we reverse that. Again, straightening that front leg as those arms come forward. As the arms sweep back, we sink into that lunge. One more time. Circle the arms forward. And we sink. As you exhale, both hands come to the inside of your foot. Breathe. We walk those hands back through center. Allow those toes to just gently shift. Toes turn open. And let that upper body be heavy. So every time we come to an inversion, that freshly oxygenated blood coming down to the brain, reversing the effects of gravity as best we can. Inhale, lift halfway, supporting with your hands, heel toe your feet in. All the way in. So your feet are hip width apart, and relax the weight of the upper body down. Shift your weight to your heels, and once again we bend those knees, lowering down. We come into a tight little ball. We're going to cross those arms across the shins, tuck the chin to the chest, opening up that space between the shoulder blades. Making sure the knees are happy. If you need to come up a little bit, come up a little bit, but still crisscross those arms and just feel that space. It doesn't matter. Just taking care of yourself, how much the knees are bent, and then switch so the other arm is on top. Release your hands and slowly extend those legs. Ever so slowly, ragdoll your way up. And a big shoulder roll at the top. And shoulders slide down and away. Let's turn and step to the top of the mat to mountain. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Let's take it super slow, all the way down onto our tummies. Tops of the feet to the mat, forehead to the mat. Bend that right knee, draw your heel towards your bottom, reach back with that right hand, taking a hold. Now your forehead can be resting, or you can stack the chin on the back of that left hand, or forehead, whatever you like. And we draw that right heel in towards your bum. A little press to the right side of the front of the pelvis towards the mat for that hamstring, or for that quadricep stretch. Just being nice. Sometimes that hamstring can start to cramp up a little bit. Give yourself a second. Make sure you're listening to your knee. And then gently release that right side and we switch. So either the chin or forehead to the mat or to the back of the hand. We draw that left heel in, bending that left knee, reaching back with that left hand, and just guiding your heel towards the center of your left glute. We hold that heel in and then just gently press the front of the left side of the pelvis to the mat. And gently release. Hands on either side of the chest and gently press it back to child's pose. Sit bones back towards your heels, arms extended long. Lifting slightly, walk your hands to the right, reach through your left fingertips as far as you can reach and press your hips to the left and just relax the weight of the upper body down. Lifting slightly, walking through center. And then over to the left, reaching through your right fingertips, press your hips to the right and relax the weight of the upper body down. Inhale, lifting slightly, walking it back through center. Take the time you need. If you need a little extra in child's pose, please take whatever time you need. And then slowly walk your hands up. Come over onto your hip, sweep your feet around, and slide on down towards the top of your mat. Let's crisscross those legs, whichever leg you'd like to be in front, and we're just going to walk it forward. Again, we're going to check in here. So we were here at the beginning of class. You can stack your hands or you can reach those arms out nice and long. I just want you to notice, hopefully, there is a substantial change in how you feel here, as well as the range of motion. Reach it out, core strong, hinge it all the way back up. And cactus arms, pull those elbows back and down. Inhale, reach it up. And circle those arms around behind your back, fingertips towards your bottom, lean back onto those hands, and we lift the hips. If it doesn't feel good to lift those hips, just arch your back and lift your chest. And gently release your bottom back down. Notice what leg is in front. Draw the knees in. Core strong, we lift the legs. One leg at a time or both. Slowly lower your legs down. You can stop at any point. Keep that belly button drawn in and then pull those knees back in nice and tight and extend. You can do the other leg or both legs. Lower. You can make this as slow or as fast as you want it to be, as small or as big of a motion as you want it to be. We have 2 more. So again, you can keep that single leg or you can do both. We're just controlling it. Last one. And we crisscross other leg in front. Coming up, reach it high. Exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. Release it down. Relax the weight of your head. Breathe. So hopefully both sides feel substantially better. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle those arms up and overhead. And cactus arms. Pull those elbows back and down. Open your chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale, reach it high. And exhale, circle those arms around behind your back. Fingertips towards your bottom. Palms against the mat. If it feels good to you, lift those hips. Otherwise, just lifting the chest, arching the back. Breathe. Bottom comes down, draw your knees in, extend those legs. Either one leg at a time or both. And with those hands behind you, or for more intensity, arms extended out. Just slowly lower your legs down, one at a time or both together, till those heels gently touch. Flex your feet, reach it high, take your time. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward, just a forward fold when you're ready. And breathe. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet. Lower your arms. Core strong. Slowly take it back. One vertebra at a time. All the way down. We pull that right knee in towards your chest. Right arm out to a T. Left hand to the outside of the right knee and gently pull your leg across your body. And we turn and look out over that right arm. You might feel some pops or cracks, self-adjustments. Just making sure they feel good. No pain, no tingling, no numbness. Just feels super good. Releasing that left hand, rolling it back to center. Extend your right leg to the sky, point your toes, little external rotation through that hip, and lower your leg down until it just gently comes to rest. And we pull that left knee in, left arm out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and just gently pull it across. Always working to keep those shoulders down. We turn and take our gaze out over that left arm. And just breathe. Releasing that right hand, slowly rolling back to center. Extending that left leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg. Little external rotation through that hip. And slowly lower your leg down until it just gently comes to rest. We take a second coming to pencil stretch, extending those arms, extending those legs, reaching those arms up and overhead. If that doesn't feel good for you, for your shoulders or what have you, you can always come out to a T and just really extend through those arms, out through the tips of the fingers. If it feels good, yes, come into that pencil stretch. Just point those toes. Make yourself as long as you can. And then soften your feet and gently pull those elbows down to about shoulder height, back of the hands to the mat, elbows bent to 90 degrees, and just check in with those shoulders. If this is easy, celebrate that. That's a gift. If this is challenging, honor the challenge, honor your body, do your best to relax and let go of the resistance. If it's pain, get out of it. No reason to be there if it causes pain. And just extend through those arms and slowly slide those arms down by your sides. Palms open to the sky. We lift the chest, roll those shoulder blades underneath us just a little bit, and then relax the weight of your body against the earth. A little tiny tuck of your chin towards your chest, just to release any tension throughout that spine. And here we check in. Big, full, deep breaths. If you need to get rid of any wiggles or if you need to adjust further, adjust. As always, if you are not super comfortable on your back, you are welcome to change that up to on your side, your tummy, or even a seated position. We quiet the mind, we quiet the body, and we focus on our breath. We give ourselves permission to be present within the beat of our heart and let go of everything else. There's a sense of peace and well-being here within this stillness. Feel it, embrace it. Drawing in that healing, inspiring, energizing breath, heat, awareness. All the things that you might need to be your very best today. And then permit yourself to let go of anything heavy, anything that's not going to help you be your best today. Just let it go. Through movement, through breath, through being present, feeling grounded and focused. Those are all gifts to help us feel and be our very best. Letting go of stagnant, stale energy. Opening up room and space for creativity and excellence. Feeling light, feeling strong and healthy. We stay here, focused on our breath for just a few more moments. As we remain here, quiet and calm, you are welcome to repeat after me, or just let the words soak in, or let them float on by. I am smart. I am creative. I am capable. I have everything within me I need to succeed. I am loved. I am supported. I always choose love over fear. I am ready to step into my true power. I am prepared to shine through my highest potential. Gently deepen your breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Once again, stretch your limbs however it feels right to you. And as you're ready, as you wish, draw your knees in towards your chest. Finding a safe way to come up to a seated position that feels good to you. Draw your hands to heart center, palms gently touching. We lift the base of the thumbs to the center of the forehead and just gently press. Activating our intuition, stimulating that third eye. May you find a smile on your face more often than not. May today be full of adventure and love and kindness. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay well. Until the next time, light, love, and namaste.